Coming up at the top of the hour, number 8, Purdue, comes into historic Huff Hall, where the Boilermakers will try to defeat the Illini for the first time in over a decade. Each of these teams are anchored by seniors. Dylan Lighty, number 4, ranked at 174.
So hard to score on, always in good position, really good with his go-behinds, national title contender.
3-time NCAA qualifier Travis Petrowski is up to 133 this year.
And feeling good, aggressive with the leg attacks, good at finishing, looking to have a dynamic senior season and lead the Illini to a strong Big Ten and NCAA championship finish.
A lot of great matchups. We think it's about 4-4, and with 2 toss-ups, it really could come down to the heavyweight matchup tonight. From historic Huff Hall on the campus of the University of Illinois, it's Wrestling on BTN presented by Cliff King Athletic, where today the number 8 ranked Purdue Boilermakers take on the Illini from Illinois. Hello everyone, I'm Tim Johnson along with my partner, Olympian Ken Cherto. And Ken, number 8 Purdue having a great year this year, one of the best in years, coming in against an Illini team that's won 5 in a row. Should be a good matchup.
Absolutely, they are on fire. It's really going to be a good one, and Purdue's got to get some bonus points and win those close bouts to do it in Huff Hall.
Purdue starts out fast at 125 with Devin Schroeder.
So tough on top, trained by assistant coach A.J. Shop, who's a lightweight expert. Very good at finishing his shots as well. NCAA All-American contender.
And Dylan Lighty at 174, one of the best in the nation.
So hard to finish on. Great counterattacks, snap go-behinds, and it should be contending in the NCAA quarters, semis, and potentially NCAA finalist.
One of the big reasons the Illini have won 5 dual meets in a row is their 1-2-3 punch out of the gate.
Yeah, and Illinois has a great lightweight coach. Jeremy Hunter was an NCAA champion at Penn State. He's in the trenches grinding with these guys day in, day out. It certainly shows.
Starting lineups brought to you by Defense Soap. Defend what you have built on the web at defensesoap.com. We talked about 125. Justin Cardani, a freshman, going up against Schroeder, should be a really good one. At 141, I'm looking forward to Duncan and Phileas. And then at 165, Danny Bronigo against Tanner Webster should be a good one as well.
Yeah, so many good light middleweight matchups, but it really may come down to 84 and heavyweight. Those are 2 of the toss-up matches, so stay with us to the very end because I expect this to come down to the wire.
All right, we're going to start at 125 pounds. Junior Devin Schroeder having himself a great year, ranked number 6, going up against number 21, Justin Cardani, a freshman. Across town, Champaign Centennial, their first state champion, and he was a 2-time state champion. Illinois has bookends from the local high school with Cardani from Champaign Centennial, and then Huffman, the heavyweight from Urbana, on the other side of the campus.
Very neat to see that, Tim. As you know, 2 local bookends. And like you told me earlier, Illinois with 10 wrestlers in their starting lineup, really recruiting the hometown boys and the home state. And it's a really good testimonial to Illinois in the high school wrestling and youth wrestling throughout the state.
You talked about it a little bit, how tough Devin Schroeder is on top. So it's very important for Cardani to establish himself on the feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Interesting how these guys are both so low. They were on their knee for a while. They both are protecting their legs really well. For you young wrestlers at home, I mean, it's so critical that you're protecting your legs. This is an exaggeration as low as they're getting, but keeping your hands down, being ready to attack, that was deep. Now this is key. Can he finish this? I mean, he's in, but finishing is no easy task against Schroeder. He's got great length and leverage. He looks confident here. Almost too confident, though. This is looking good for Cardani. Splits the middle. He needs to turk a leg. He needs to get his left foot turked around Schroeder's left ankle. I think we're going to see a stalemate here. Cardani didn't execute the finish very clearly.
Stalemate.
Devin Schroeder, a redshirt junior, 3-time Michigan State champion out of Grand Rapids Catholic Central. He'll have a teammate, Nate Limix, coming up in the lineup also at 157 today. Teammates from Catholic Central in the Purdue Boilermaker lineup. His dad, Brian, wrestled at Grand Valley State University. And Devin Schroeder paid his dues early on, wrestling behind tough guys early. And now he's in that lineup and ranked number 6 on the Flow National Rankings. Our partner in rankings going across the bottom of your screen.
Engage, gentlemen. Engage. Action. Cardani,
as we said, was a 2-time Illinois state champion, but he He's been light. He wanted 113 his senior year, and he probably weighed 113 pounds at the time.
He's back in on the same shot, a knee pull across the end single, but he's made the same mistake again. He's just stopped without getting an angle. He's not really doing much to improve his position. And Tim, you just mentioned he was state champion at 113. I mean, if you're going to give up a little size, which he is, but you got to finish clean. You got to cut the corner and get it up in the air or split the middle quickly, not just shoot in and get stuck. But it is 2 shots to none. However, just he didn't really come close to finishing that one at all.
Slide by.
Half a minute left in the first period. It's 0-0. The shots have been by Cardani, but he has been fended off by the defense of Devin Schroeder.
So this is a good period for Cardani. Did not give up a takedown. You know, he's staying solid. He's lower ranked. He's keeping close. But the key is going to be mat wrestling. We know Devin Schroeder is tough on top. As I mentioned earlier, AJ Shop is the assistant coach at Purdue. He's one of the greatest ever at that cross wrist roll. He was a 3-time All-American at Edinburgh. And talking to Coach Shop, you know, and asking him which of his wrestlers are best and most dominating in that cross wrist position, Schroeder's the man.
And we end the point here. Time now for our Keys to the Meat presented by MattHoist.com.
Green selects neutral.
Start fast. Purdue's got to get it going, and it comes to Cardoni to get it done here on top. And then again with the bonus points, this is a chance where if Schroeder could get on top, he could do well. But Cardani chose neutral, so it puts the impetus on Schroeder here to get some offense going. He's going 3 minutes, and he's losing 3 shots to none. He's literally not shot yet. This is good for Cardani. This, like the first takedown, he split the middle. Again, he's trying to turk that foot, but Schroeder is leeching on very well and pinching. We're going to see another stalemate likely. Cardani needs to pop up with his head, post his left hand. He's too content with the stalemate and obviously needs some Cliff Keen headgear readjustment work.
As he adjusts those, look at the Illinois keys. The Huff Hall advantage. They've won. They're undefeated at home this year, Illinois. There's Coach Jim Heffernan. He got his 100th win as a head coach in his 12th year at Illinois last weekend. Congratulations to Jim Heffernan, one of the greats, a 4-time All-American at Iowa as a wrestler and a national champion. Has coached at Lehigh. Joined Mark Johnson at Oregon State, followed him to Illinois, and now in his 12th year as a head man. Hit the century mark last week, and he's as good as they come from as far as a man and a coach.
Yeah, great guy, legend. One of my contemporaries. Always enjoyed watching the half battle. Oh, that was a beautiful slide by. He's not going to have enough mat space to get it done. So Cardani's really dictated most of this match with his 3 shots. Schroeder's got off a half shot. That was his first real scoring effort there, and it was on the edge of the mat.
Jason Wedgbury, the head official, bringing them back to the center of the mat.
I remember him, Tim. He was an outstanding high school coach in Iowa. And you, growing up in Iowa, I would think you're familiar with Wedgbury, maybe? No.
You're right. He was an outstanding coach, and now he's one of the outstanding officials in the land. We'll see him at the Big Tens and the NCAAs.
I find that the good coaches make good transitions to officiating. Shot number 4. You got to come up with a finish here. The sit-through is good. See how he's pushing that foot down? He's trying to get his left foot around it, and obviously Schroeder does a hamstring curl, doesn't permit it.
Short time. Can Cardani come out? Looks like it's going to be fended off by Schroeder, and it'll be interesting to see what Schroeder does here.
Your choice.
He's got to pick bottom. Even though it's tempting to pick top, the safe choice is bottom. You know it tempts him, though, Tim. You know, just to have that chance to get that one crack at top. But in a close match like this, so Cardani's put himself in position to win. I mean, he's got a good chance. He could finish with one shot. That's what he's got to do.
Good call, Ken. Cardani has done according to script here for a chance to win for the lesser-ranked freshman.
Absolutely.
Here at home, a great opportunity for Justin Cardani, but right now it's Schroeder's opportunity to get ahead with an escape or a reversal.
Yeah, no matter how good you're on top, you got to find a way to get there, and Schroeder is yet to do that. So
the escape.
Neutral.
So it'll be interesting to see if he's content to stall out in a 1-0 victory based on the fact that Cardani picked neutral in the second period, or if Devin Schroeder will open up, take some risks, try to score, and get on top. Well, his coach wants him to.
Yeah, Cardani looks fresh. And down 1-0 now in the third period, a minute 25 left against the highly ranked, number 6 ranked Devin Schroeder.
Stay out of the fingers.
So in the background, you see the Purdue coaches telling, pull the trigger, get in there. They want Schroeder. He's going to look for a slide by here. You see his left hand. But, you know, Cardani knows it's coming. He's not pushing at all. So Schroeder's not showing much offense. Cardani's going to have the conditioning edge because he does not cut any weight at all. That Schroeder doesn't look tired. That's a rightful warning, too. I mean, that's like the 5th shot, if my count's correct.
And with a minute left, it could come into effect. Could have an effect.
Absolutely, because really Cardani's out-wrestled him on his feet. He's hustled more. He just needs better technique on these finishes. He needs more speed, too. Like, it's not just technique, but it's better doing it more quickly. He's so methodical. This is the same position we've been in. This is a good thing for Illinois. Now we're in a little danger zone. Oh, can he get to a 2 count, Tim?
He got to a 2, but he needs a 3. Past 90 degrees. And now Schroeder coming up, his head's up. Schroeder's advantage now.
Wow, what a big scramble. I mean, Cardani was so close to getting those danger points and finishing. It's not over till... Ooh, another close.
And 2 points, 10 seconds left. Schroeder's going to pull out a win here at Illinois to get Purdue out on top 3-0. He'll get a 3-0 win. Hard-fought match. And number 6, Devin Schroeder, wins 3-0 to give Purdue a 3-0 lead after 125.
Well, it all came down to the wire there. I mean, this was a really highly contested match. Could have gone either way. Cardani wrestled admirably right here, but in the end, when all was said and done, Schroeder got the high hips and won the scramble, and this was the key takedown of the match that ended things. And you see the frustration in the background of his Illinois teammates.
133 pounds, Travis Ford Melton going up against Travis Petrowski, freshman versus senior. Petrowski, 3-time NCAA qualifier at 125, has never taken a redshirt year. He's a true senior, and he thought about redshirting, but, you know, not a bad year to go at 133 with Fix, Suriano, and Micic out of the lineup at 133. Good opportunity for number 7 ranked Travis Petrowski to get on the podium, which he has not done yet for the Illini. Travis Ford Melton, a lot of talent, but a freshman just finding his way still.
Yeah, and when you say out of the lineup, so it's the Olympic year. Penn State is hosting the Olympic trials April 4th and 5th at the Bryce Jordan Center. It is already sold out, over 16,000 tickets to both days. It is going to be crazy, and there's so many Big Ten athletes that are in the hunt to make our Olympic team for the United States. So this opens the door up. As you mentioned, 4 really good 133-pounders are taking Olympic red shirts and out of the lineup. So Petrowski ranks top 7.
The 2 Travises here at 133. Travis Ford Melton from Moni, Illinois, Marian Catholic. He was a 4-time place winner and a state champion in Illinois. A true freshman, Travis Ford Melton, in high school last year. Good look at the coaching staff there. Isaiah Martinez, 4-time finalist, 2-time NCAA champion, sitting next to Jim Heffernan, Mike Poeta, and Jeremy Hunter, who you've mentioned.
Right there. Loaded staff on him. That's the real deal when you talk about assistant coaches. Jim Heffa, he was joking last night when we talked to him about not wrestling live a whole bunch. He don't need to. He's got those pit bulls in his corner helping him.
Tony Ursuline, in his 6th year at Purdue, also has a nice staff with A.J. Schopp and Sue Floan and Daniel Lewis and Leroy Vega.
Yeah, and you see them in the background looking on as well. They're looking pretty intense. Because look at A.J. Schopp there yelling out instructions. He wants his athlete to get that leg back down to mat and not let him finish. Easier said than done.
How about takedown by Petrowski?
How about don't let him pick up your leg in the first place? But that was a nice job by Petrowski, and that was expected. But Travis Ford Milton's got really great offense. As you know, he's a state champ in high school. He needs to get to his leg attacks.
Nope, we're out there. Center.
There's Coach Tony Ursuline in his 6th year at Purdue. spent time at Northern Illinois, Northwestern, Nebraska, his alma mater, wrestled for Dan Gable and the Iowa Hawkeyes, and now building a program. He's had some top recruiting classes, and he was named the mid-year Coach of the Year by Flow Wrestling. And like he said, it doesn't mean anything in the mid-year, but it does. It means he's got the program going in the right direction, but he's looking for his first All-American.
Yeah, and first win in Huff Hall in quite a while, Tim, as you noted. I mean, Purdue's, well, how many in a row?
2010 is the last time they beat Illinois in Huff Hall.
Well, this is a chance. This is going to come down the wire. We have a lot of good matchups today. I'm excited. I mean, every bout should be highly contested, and then at the end, at 84 and heavyweight are two most swing matches. So here we go. This is a really key 25 seconds to see what Milton has on bottom. That's a pretty good first start. He needs to come back with a switch. He's got to come right back up. So he did a good stand-up, but he didn't have any second move when he got mat return. He's going to get ridden out here this period. You just see Petrowski's owning this last 10 seconds.
Petrowski from Crystal Lake, Illinois, Prairie Ridge High School. He was a state champion and twice third. Trying to get on that podium as an All-American in his senior year. For his coaches, one of his coaches, Mike Poeta, he was a big part of Poeta's club when he was in high school. Poeta was a big influence in his life, and now he is his college coach as well.
Yeah, so much impact that club coaches have on teenagers. They get so much. If you want to wrestle extra in the spring and summer, you get with a good club coach like Mike Poeta. And then in this case, is very unique. He follows his club coach to U of I, and now he gets to wrestle him for not just club, but also obviously in college.
Petrowski will start down, leading 2-0, already over a minute's riding time as we go to the second period.
You're going to have to touch and hold, okay? It's going to have to pause, okay?
That's caution, too. The next one will be a point.
Cover. Fair start.
All right, so Petrowski did a second stand-up, and that was key. So when Travis Ford Milton did a mat return, Travis Petrowski got right back up right away. On the contrary, when Milton got returned to the mat, he didn't come back with a second stand-up.
Ford Milton will have to be very careful here because Petrowski can throw you. He can attack from anywhere, and it can be big.
Keep looking for offense.
Young freshman going against a seasoned senior.
Wrestle through this position. Wrestle through this.
But this is the chance where Illinois could get bonus points.
Stay on the mat.
And so far, Petrowski hasn't opened the matchup per se. He got one takedown and ride. Definitely a dominating first period, but not a match opening first period.
You're right, Ken. Probably Purdue was hoping that Schroeder might have pushed a little more and got a bonus points right now. Same for the Illinois coaches with Petrowski.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're favored at these first three weights, or the opposite rather. The opposite. Schroeder was favored last weight. Now Petrowski being the clear favorite. So it's up to Petrowski to open the matchup.
The 90th all-time meeting between Purdue and Illinois. The Illini hold a 58-29-2 series advantage. Last time they wrestled was 2 years ago in Holloway Gym, and Illinois won 21-12.
Overhook, underhook. I personally love this position. A lot of athletes are not that comfortable here. It's a little bit of a risky position. You can see neither one of these guys wants to try something here. We might even get a stalemate. I mean, the referee's actually asking them to wrestle this position because they're both basically stalling, not trying to do anything here. Neither one of them wants to be there. Petrowski was the aggressor there. He pushed towards the end, got him out of bounds, and Purdue pretty much ran out of bounds and got one for stalling.
Keep a little bit of space.
So Milton's got good shots. He's a high school state champion. I've seen him blow through people, but he's yet to really take off and blast, try to take a good shot. He's been conservative. This would be a good time to shoot. End of a period, try to score on the edge, but he doesn't. You see his legs are straight. He's not even going to try.
And the end of the second period. We'll go to the third period.
Red. Neutral.
All right, so Ford Milton will not go underneath. And we go neutral. And the shot out of the cannon by Petrowski.
Classic head inside single, bread and butter, very basic. Was a little slow getting to the finish, but he's where he wants to be now for sure.
And the 2 points. So ahead 5-0 with riding time. Just needs a 2-point turn and he'll have that bonus.
Now that's painful right there, and if he keeps that, there he got the foot free. So he didn't look like he wanted to use that. That could be really painful when you bend that bent knee Turk and put a figure 4 on it. He's trying for the claw tilt. He's going to get a little count there on the edge, maybe. Nope. We're going to end up out of bounds here.
Real important to have some mat savvy here to understand the time, a minute 20 left, and what you need for that extra team point by winning by 8 points or more.
So one set of back points can send this to a major decision and potentially be the difference in the team outcome. What I would look for here is Petrowski to get a leg in. Here's the single leg again, though. See how he pauses? He got the angle. He drops his right elbow really well. So he's doing good, and then he comes up with it. So now he's got to get the ankle to his left hip, and he did that and got the finish.
Okay, 1 point escape for Ford Melton.
Oh, upper body. Going double unders, Tim. He's got a sprawl here. I don't know why he's not sprawling harder. Wrestlers nowadays, Tim, there's so much more funk and leeching on. Like, you know, you conventionally teach people to sprawl, stuff the head, square the hips, and now you see these guys leaving their legs behind, grabbing ankles, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Oh, another good textbook sweep single. Drops the right elbow. Same technique, literally, exactly. He's going to get to that heel with his left hand. He's probably going to look for a back sweep.
And the 2 points.
Literally the same technique he used. Bread and butter, head inside single. He's probably been doing that since he started wrestling in elementary school.
And if he's going to let him go, he needs to push him away.
You're still in control. I've got one escape.
All right, 1 and 20 seconds left for Petrowski to try to take him down for the major decision. Short time. They'll go back to the center. 12 seconds left. A takedown with the riding time would give the extra team point to the Illini.
Purdue would really have to mess up to give a takedown here at the end. Now, if he gets both ankles and knocks him on his can, it could be quick, too. I can't see where his right hand is. I don't think he's going to get it.
And he does not. So with riding time, it's 9-2. Petrowski wins. It's 3-3 on the scoreboard. Petrowski gets a win. And it's 3-3 now after the first 2 with the big win by Travis Petrowski over Travis Ford Melton. It's wrestling on BTN. Wrestling on BTN is presented by Cliff Keen Athletic. Wrestle with the best. And brought to you by State Farm. Talk to an agent today. Time now for our State Farm State of Success, and that's Coach Jim Heffernan. 101 career wins at Illinois. Started in 2009 as the head coach. And we talked about his accolades. And 141 next. All right, Parker Filius, the sophomore, going up against Dylan Duncan, the junior. Dylan Duncan, a junior that's a 2-time NCAA qualifier. Parker Filius, they're expecting a lot out of him. He's a tough young man, still trying to find his stride.
Yeah, Purdue would love to see an upset here. I mean, Illinois on one hand would like a major decision. I don't think he's going to pull that off. But Purdue is feeling good about Parker Filius and hoping that he can open things up and get some big points against Duncan.
Filius, the redshirt sophomore out of Haver, Montana, was a 4-time state champion. Tyrell Todd was the assistant at the time. He's from Haver, Montana, and he went out and found Parker Filius, now at Missouri. Tyrell Todd, All-American out of Michigan, found his hometown boy, Parker Filius, and Tony Ursuline is glad he did. Dylan Duncan has been a staple in the lineup, up a weight as well. Petrowski goes up to 133. Dylan Duncan moves up to 141 for the first time, and it's been a good move for Dylan Duncan, ranked number 13 in the Flow National Rankings.
Just watching this past 15 seconds hurts my knees, ankles, and everything. I mean, those guys are just twisting each other like pretzels, huh? So we're going to probably see a stalemate here. They're being careful about Filius. I mean, that obviously could be a martial arts ankle toe hold, stalemate. But that was a good job by Phileas not to get finished on. Dylan Duncan was in a similar position at Cardani. He was a little closer to finishing than Cardani, but to Phileas's credit, he just would not give up.
Dylan Duncan from Lombard, Illinois, Montini Catholic High School, a redshirt junior. Talked about it. Jim Heffernan said that moving up was a huge benefit for Dylan Duncan. And there's Parker Phileas in on the takedown there. Strong, physical young man. Phileas got that 2 points. Duncan with a quick escape, which is really big right there, not giving any riding time to Phileas.
He did a really good job to get in there. He just blasted a good double. So many wrestlers train that, and they're scared to pull the trigger. And Phileas decided, I'm a 4-time state champ in Montana. Why can't I do it here in the college level? He got in there deep. It looked like he caught a knee and an ankle. And he just kept his feet moving and drove through Duncan. Let's see if he goes back to that.
Duncan was out last year 6 weeks with a knee injury, so it really affected his year, and he's been healthy since. Had a great summer, has had a good start so far, and as we see, ranked number 13. Those 8 to 13, those are blood round matches there. These are the guys that have to have it going on, Friday night when it's cutting time at the NCAAs.
Absolutely, Tim. I agree fully. When you're ranked, and we'll come back to that thought because here we go. He's in a deep single. Illinois is loving those head inside singles, cutting the corner. He's got to get his right hand to that back leg. He gets it done.
Nice job.
Tim, we were talking last night to Hefferman, Jim Hefferman, the head coach. You see, that's the other side over there, but Jim just made a point of saying he's grown up focused on the single leg since he was young. His youth coach, his high school coach, and even in college, his philosophy was centered around that head inside single, and you see a lot of that from Illinois. Well, let's look at Purdue's double leg first, though, because he gets in there off the head snap. He's deep. He keeps driving. He blows through him, but then Illinois has the answer. He comes back with a head inside single, just basic head snap, knee pull, sweep single. He gets to his feet quickly, gets the angle and ankles. Again, angle and ankles. That's the key to success on those single leg finishes. Well done by both wrestlers right there.
Escape for Duncan. A quick escape again. That'll take you a long ways when you can get out fast like that. Not allowing to get a riding time built up by Phileas there, and this time he fends off that double leg.
He did. He was ready that time.
So Dylan Duncan out in front, 4-2, minute 25 left in the second period. Very competitive matchup here, very important. More important for Illinois to win this match than Purdue. Like you said, Purdue would like to steal one here.
Yep, absolutely. And we're in a tight match. So this is an interesting position. I think we're going to get a stalemate or they're going to come out of it. But neither wrestler looks particularly happy there. They both straighten their legs too often. There's little lapses. And it's, you talked about the blood rounds and stuff. What's the difference between being ranked 12th and being a top 4 guy? Those top 4 guys are in the position the whole time, almost relentless and always ready to attack or defend. And these guys are both great wrestlers, but you just see little spurts of breaks in there. That was a great move. That's huge. Oh, this is huge. Whip over pancake. He may get the fall, but he's definitely got 6 points out of this. Holy smokes, Tim. That was awesome.
Big move there by Phileas. That's a 6-point move. It'll be 10-4 when Jason Wedgbury holds up. The only thing, the silver lining for the Illini here, if there is one, is that there's plenty of time left for Duncan to come back.
And then he got off his back and got an escape. That was pretty good too, but it's a big hole to dig out of. Now we'll see if Phileas can stay on the offense or if he tries to put the brakes on. But what an exciting 6-point move. Whip over pancake like a hip toss off the counter. Well done by Phileas. Look at this. He pulls him down, then he whips him. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed. Guaranteed Tim, he's done that dozens of times in competition. He was looking for that. He executed it perfectly.
Nice job with that left hand on the tricep, and we really had it tight there on Duncan. And so I said it was 10, but it was 8 because Phileas only had 2 points. Then he put the 6-point move on, make it 8. 8-5, no riding time.
We don't see that move enough, Tim. If you think back about Tom Ryan, Ohio State head coach, he's one of the best ever I've seen at doing that move, and he did it consistently. How about last night? Tom Ryan's Ohio State team went into Happy Valley, took on Penn State. What was it, 5 matches to 5? I mean, what a barn burner and a full house, exciting environment. And the difference was just 1 bonus point win from Mark Hall getting the fall at 174 with the twister.
Yeah, it was a great night for wrestling last night. Number 2 and 3 going at it at Bryce Jordan Center, and then the number 1 ranked Hawkeyes getting a win against their border rivals, the Minnesota Gophers in Iowa City.
Two cross-state rivalries. You know, that's some serious wrestling. That truly was a historic night for wrestling. Big Ten Network had some awesome wrestling going on. That was exciting stuff.
Duncan's got his work cut out for him. A minute 20 left. And down by 3 points, been riding for most of for this entire third period. He's going to get close to some riding time here pretty soon, but needs to if he rides out, he'll have riding time point, but he needs to get the turn here to have a chance to win.
So Phileas is going freestyle here, Tim, right? He's just like, I'm not going over. I'm looking at the clock. I'm spreading my arm.
I'll take the stall call.
But he needs to make sure he doesn't get that arm bar. So what Illinois, he's trying to roll through the left. He's trying to roll him through. Phileas got to stay flat. He's not budging. Duncan will be well served getting a rebar tilt if he can get his left hand on Phileas's right wrist. I'm not keen on Phileas' strategy of just laying there and staying tough. It would be nice just to get out of that arm bar and get up. But I think it's going to work for him. He's strong enough and tough enough. He's taking the punishment like a man, if you will. He's just staying there, literally freestyling. Double chicken wing. Oh my.
And what Duncan needs is, all he needs is 2 points to take it to overtime. Can he get it in the last 10 seconds?
He's not gonna, though. He's not gonna. What a big win for Parker Phileas. Purdue, the Montana upstart, comes in and pulls off the upset in front of the opponent's home fans.
Huge win for the Boilermakers there. Parker Phileas comes in, upsets ranked Dylan Duncan, and gives Purdue a lead now 6-3 after 3 matches.
He's legit. Double leg and whip over. 2 big moves. Very impressive.
149 pounds. Griffin Perriott, the junior, going up against senior Mosa Joda. Stepping in for Mikey Carr, who will not be back in the lineup this year. They'll try to get a medical and get a 6th year, but he'll have 1 more year, but he will not be back. His knee just keeps kind of blowing up, and so Mikey Carr, who was the regular at 141 and was going to move up to 149 and just has not been able to make it into the lineup. And so Joda has been a workman-like guy that has stepped in faithfully for Illinois, but has been up against just guys that have had their way against him. And Griffin Perriott comes out fast. He's ranked number 9, goes up 2-1 with a takedown. Joda with an escape.
Yeah, he's going to try to get multiple takedowns. Obviously, he didn't spend long on top. He's really looking intense. He knows it's his responsibility to try to get bonus points, you know, in a weight class that's opened up for Illinois with Carr taking the red shirt, potentially medical red shirt.
Yeah, and he's already had a red shirt, but yeah, like you said, they hope to get a medical, but he's just not going to be able to make it back. Hopefully he'll have 2 more years. He's already got a couple of degrees and a master's, and so he's taken advantage, and certainly the student athlete, Musa Joda, has stepped in and has not taken a step backward. He steps right in there and goes. But
out of the fingers, gentlemen, out of the fingers.
Griffin Perriott with the early takedown goes out in front 2-1. He's from New Prague, Minnesota.
Get out here, circle towards me. Hey, ready for a shot?
Joda out of Chicago, Illinois, Oak Forest High School.
Hey, get him off balance.
Out of the fingers.
So Perriott's really slowed down. I mean, he got a takedown in the first 15 or so seconds, and he hasn't got a deep shot off, if any, yet since then. I'm surprised he slowed down his pace.
Redshirt junior Perriott qualified last year at 157, down at a weight that feels a lot better for him. He battled injury in both of the last 2 years. Now he's healthy. He was 2-2 in the NCAAs last year. Did not get on the podium, but he down at 149. And he's a very talented young man looking for more consistency.
So Perriott's got to open up here. I mean, he's responsible. He needs to try to get bonus points in this match. He needs to get a shot off here in these last 20 seconds and finish. Meanwhile, Illinois is staying low. Really has done well to protect his legs since that first early takedown.
Stalemate, guys, you got to stay out of it.
See in the background there, Coach AJ Shop and Coach Vega giving some pointers to who I believe is Schroeder in the background, cleaning up some gaps from his previous, his match.
Yeah, Coach Vega, part of that great Minnesota team of 2001. Really the spark plug for the Gophers when they had 10 All-Americans and won the national championship. They were the first and the only team ever to have 10 All-Americans at the NCAAs. Leroy Vega, a 3-time All-American, got it going all the time for the Gophers.
What nice history right there. Just an awesome accomplishment. Team balance, winning the team championship at the NCAA tournament. Whereby usually, as we know, the NCAA championships is decided by the team with the most individuals that are outstanding, whereby dual meets are credited with balance in that unique situation with 10 All-Americans.
And no national champions.
Yeah, and University of Iowa is in a position, if any team was going to have 10 All-Americans this season, they are the team most likely potentially to have 10 All-Americans.
That's a good point. It could happen the second time, and Iowa has that type of team.
Of course, they're hoping for some NCAA champions in that mix, too.
You're not even coming.
So I believe Kemmerer's taken over the first seed with his defeat of Mark Hall last week in Carver Hawkeye Arena, but that obviously could go either way.
It could go either way. It certainly, Kemmerer has established himself, and it certainly was not a fluke. Nobody thinks that with the way Kemmerer is wrestling, and that's going to be a great couple of matches in the Big Ten and the NCAAs looking forward.
Yeah, and then of course Marinelli wants to win the NCAA title at 165 in that dual meet last week. Desenzo Joseph, it was a really close match, but the 6-point move by Joseph was the difference in that match.
Just like the last weight class, 141, that 6-point move by Parker Phileas was the difference and was the winning move for him, and that's why Purdue is ahead 6-3 after 3 matches. Tim Johnson along with Ken Cherto. We started at 125. Purdue winning, Schroeder beating Cardani at 133, Petrowski beating Ford Melton, and then Parker Phileas making that man, Tony Ursuline, very happy with the upset win against Duncan at 141 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed in the video, the chair was bobbing. He's rocking back and forth. He can't sit still. Tim, as a longtime high school coach, Tim, you know the feeling. You're in that chair. It's hard to sit still. You're rocking back and forth. Or you look at the Brands brothers, right? You know they're never sitting still in their chairs. They're bobbing back and forth. It's hard as a wrestling coach. Now, on the other hand, well, there's Ursula now. He's not bobbing as much at the moment, but he's still. What are we getting here now? He's going to go to sleep on us? I don't know.
A minute left in the second period. Perriott trying to. He's got the riding time now and doing a nice job of riding Joda.
Cut Tony in a moment of calm. Oh, so this is actually a win for Illinois. I mean, they were, certainly they hoped to have bonus points here, and they still could. I'm sorry, Purdue hoped to have bonus points here, and they still could, but it doesn't look that way. I mean, Illinois is obviously holding their own.
Stay in. And we go down to battle.
Glad you're warned. First warning.
Warning on Griffin Perriott. Staying parallel and finding himself below the hips.
That's a traditional stall call right there. Traditional stall call. Bottom set, you make cover.
Traditional stall call, and what he means is you're not working to pin, and you have got to get out to the side and go.
It'll work. Get back
Hey, this would be nice for Joda if he can get to his feet, get hand control. I would say I'm calling stall and get on Purdue maybe.
The warning in the second period is significant in that there's time in the third period. He's got the attention of the official, Jason Wedgbury. A young man, Musa Joda, who comes in every day. He's in grad school. He trains, he eats, he lives right, according to Coach Heffernan. Gives nothing wrong with the effort. He just needs to pull the trigger a little bit better. And he hasn't had a lot of opportunity or a lot of success at getting off the bottom, but he can ride. And
he's not listening to you, Tim. He's letting him go.
So it's 3-1. And
he should have tried to ride.
Hey, let's look for a shot, Musa.
Now this is a big little time window here. Who's going to take control of this match? Somebody's going to take control of the takedown here in the next 30 seconds or so. If Joda has one good takedown, now is his time to use it.
Good time to pull the trigger right here.
Green, you're warned.
Oh,
Okay.
that was quick. Warning for grabbing.
Intertwining fingers. He identifies Joda as the culprit, warns him. Next time, it'll be a point.
Come on, look to pull the trigger, Musa.
I'm just a little baffled that Perriott took a shot in the first 15 seconds and really hasn't taken many since. I think he'll go back to something, but it's like he came, there's a nice snap. Really good snap down. Now he's got to get his go behind. Joda's got that left hand leashed on that elbow. He's losing it. Perriott's getting his elbow out. Oh, he tried the same move that Phileas did, but he didn't quite have quite as good of the grip on the far arm. You noted, Tim, earlier on the way Phileas kept the far arm. That time, Perriott tried the same move, but didn't keep the far arm, so he couldn't get back points.
And Musa felt it coming and bailed out to not go to those back there, knowing that right now, 35 seconds, when you come from a team standpoint, you don't want to give up the major. Right now, Perriott does not have a major. He's up 5-1 with riding time. It'll be 6-1, so he's up by 5. Needs a 4-point turn in the last 20 seconds to get the major.
Yeah, so I bet Ursul's in the room working on that whip over. So we've seen two Purdue athletes use the whip, and again, he was probably teammates with Tom Ryan around. That's about the same era. Ursul's probably a couple years older than Ryan. They are on Dan Gable's Iowa team together. The other way around is Ursul a couple years older than Ryan.
He's a little bit younger than Ryan, but Ursul was a part of the '97 team that set records for Iowa. And there's the winner by decision, Griffin Perriott, winner by decision. And it's been all Purdue. Parker Phileas, Griffin Perriott. They give Purdue a win or the lead after 4 matches. We'll be back with 157 more wrestling on BTN. Back at Huff Hall, where Purdue leads Illinois 9-3 in a place they have not won since 2010. Tomorrow on BTN, catch a full hour of the best moments and matches from the weekend. Wrestling in 60, presented by Cliff Keen Athletic. Tomorrow at 5 Eastern on BTN and the Fox Sports app. Ready for 157 pounds. Nate Limix, senior, going up against Eric Baroni, senior. And Limix has been in and around 149 and 157. Griffin Perriott winning that 149-pound class, and so Limix been around for a while, wrestling for 4 years here for Purdue. Gets taken down quickly by Eric Baroni.
Literally quickly, under 10 seconds. That's what we need to see more of. Guys getting out there and going in. And Griffin Perriott in the last match did that also for Purdue, but then shut it down. Let's see if Baroni keeps up that pace. I mean, usually if you could take somebody down the first 10 seconds, you could probably do it again, unless the opponent was just not ready at all. That's a nice hit place right there.
Nate Limix, a 5th-year senior, 2-time NCAA qualifier at 141. Today, he's up at
We were out of bounds there, center.
157.
What a great first takedown. Way to get the match started. Look at there. He comes right on the arm drag to a sweep single. Then he comes up, changes to a head outside attack. Mat return. 3 or 4 things going on there really fast, literally in under 10 seconds. Very impressive work by Eric Baroni.
Baroni out of Crystal Lake, Illinois. Crystal Lake South High School.
thanks for pulling that replay so quick.
Eric Baroni has had a slow start to the year, but a fast start to this match today.
Optional start.
Oh, he's going on the feet. So instead of riding, he's going to get after it. Let's see if he can get back to that leg. That was really impressive work by Baroni to get to that arm drag single leg and convert it so quickly. Now he's going right underhook.
Red, you're warned for stalling backing.
Oh, he's coming. Baroni's getting after it. He's psyched.
Come on, guys.
I like the adrenaline and energy, Tim. He's coming out and getting after it.
Baroni getting after it in the classroom as well, finishing up a master's in accounting. All he has left is to pass that CPA, and he's closing the gap on his academic career, and he already has a job lined up in the Chicago area. So he's ahead of the game when it comes to being the student athlete, and right now he's ahead in this match 2-1. Got a lot of aggression going on.
Gotta love it. You gotta be a scholar athlete, not a dumb jock, and he's a living, walking example of that right there.
Keep working out those wrists. Yes, there is. Every time.
You guys want to be there? Come on. Your hand,
Exactly the right thing.
2-on-1. He's got to get the angle on it. He really likes that arm drag on the left arm. He's tried it 3 times now. The first one he got, the last couple he's kind of got shut down. But it looks like that's his go-to there, arm drag in the left arm. So Baroni likes to take that left hand across. He did it again. That time he screwed up, and Limix followed it right into his leg. That was a nice job by Limix. Now let's see if he can convert. He's got to get the leg higher. He's going to look for a trip. He's going to try and take his right foot to that far right foot of Baroni. He's got to pull him in. It would be helpful for Purdue if he could get it to his other hip. It's always a higher percentage finish if he can get the ankle in front of him. He's not going to get it. Good job by Baroni. It's not over yet, though. He can try to jerk him in. Look at the splits, Tim. That makes me hurt. Oh,
go out to go back to the middle. Action. Eric Baroni. Nate Limix. Limix, a redshirt senior out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Grand Rapids Catholic Central.
So, Tim, we had 2 guys in Purdue's lineup on that team. And do you know the coach at that high school? That's impressive. One high school putting 2 athletes in a Division I lineup. Nice work. You know, as a high school coach, you're always aspiring to get your athletes to the next level, whether it's Big Ten or Division III or anywhere in between. There's all sorts of opportunities at the college level. There's more and more college programs getting added, but as a high school educator and coach, you're always trying to get your athletes to aspire to go to the next level, both for education and athletics.
Mike Poeta there, 3-time All-American, 2-time finalist for the Illini. Head assistant coach, and a very successful club in the Chicago area before he came back and joined Jim Heffernan as his top assistant.
Yeah, one of the greatest ever in the University of Illinois wrestling. And, you know, Mike, I consider him one of the best ever to not win an NCAA championship. I know one of his losses was to Jordan Burroughs, who's obviously legendary in our sport. I'm going to say off the top of my head, he lost to Jordan Lyon the other year in the finals, so he's probably a 2-time finalist. But he was a very dynamic wrestler.
All 7.
One of the best ever at doing like the elbow pass far ankle grab. There's this move that him and Mike Zadek had in particular really good at, elbow pass far ankle grab. It'll be interesting if any of Illinois' athletes go to that move.
Well, you brought up a couple of names that are key here in the Olympic movement. The Zadek name, Bill Zadek, the head freestyle coach, and then who knew what Jordan Burroughs would do when he won that championship against Poeta, but then goes on to be one of the best ever, and he'll be trying to make his 3rd Olympic team on April 4th and 5th at the Bryce Jordan Center at the Olympic Trials. A minute left in the second period here. Eric Baroni got out for the escape. He leads 3-1.
Yeah, continuing on Burroughs, what a great ambassador for our sport. And he's had such a big impact on the rise of the University of Nebraska wrestling. He's in there training with those in the regional training center and getting the athletes, both current and former, graduates of Nebraska, training hard. But something that really is, let's check this out right here. This is a really important scramble. Limix goes in, but he stops him. It's like he doesn't even want to finish. Then we're going to probably see, this is good for Baroni, even though the headgear's falling off the face. We got to work on these college wrestlers learning to tighten their headgears up, Tim. But here, this could go either way right here. Purdue's winning now.
Limix keeping his head up, looking to come around.
I'm calling stalemate. I'm thinking stalemate. He's got the hips tight. Go for the fall. Just go for the fall. Just suck back. He doesn't know where his shoulders are. Oh, wow, that's a close. Holy sweat.
That's a good call because I didn't think it was there at all. And so
he needed a protractor, huh? What a great scramble there. What great wrestling. It all started with Purdue dropping in on a head outside shot, but he didn't really get what he wanted, and Illinois cuts the corner so quickly. What an exciting scramble. And here's the end of the scramble right here where he puts him in danger. He almost gets the danger points. You got a 2 count. But Tim, as you note, the protractor was a close count on that 90-degree angle.
We go to the third period. Eric Barone.
Red, bottom.
A favorite and an absolute necessity for Illinois here to pull out this win and bring it into at least a 9-6 as we go into intermission. 9-3 the lead right now for Purdue. Barone a 3-1 lead going into the third period.
Nice stand up. Boy, that's a little stalling in Illinois. And Ursuline, Purdue's head coach Tony Ursuline, wants that stall call because the top man has to try to return to the mat. He pushed Purdue off the match. So there's going to be a pause before the start. The referee clearly notes, so nobody gets a jump on the whistle. This is a really important start. Purdue's going to come to his feet. Right there, he's there. He's going to get out.
Don't reach out of bounds. Don't reach out. Let's go. Stay in.
So now they're accusing Purdue of running out of bounds. He wants a fresh start. So he kind of wiggled his way to the edge. You see the riding time. Oh, he's in the weight room doing cleans. That was nice lift, nice mat return. Really important 25-second ride. Look at that mat return. Pops those hips, changes levels, explodes, puts him down with authority and control for safety and, keep it clean. Good job by Barone to get that 25-second ride there at the beginning of the third period.
That's the key, Ken, to the ride is great mat returns. And that riding time that he has now is because of that great mat return. And so he has secured riding time, not necessarily secured, but he has it and in his pocket right now to work with.
He has it for now. So that's going to put some urgency. When I expect Limix to get out of here in the coming 10, 20 seconds. I think he's going to keep the intensity up. I don't know if Barone will stick with him or not. And then Limix will not only need to score, but he'll need to score quickly.
There's the 1 point, 3-2, but with riding time, it's 4-2. But that's close. If Limix can get a quick takedown, he can erase that riding time, and he would win the match.
Yeah, this is really coming down to the wire. So I did expect it to be a close match, and you noted, Tim, before as we talked, you expected Limix filling in, just jumping in there and doing well, jumping up from 49 to do well, and he is. But after the first 15 seconds, I thought Barone might really open things up. He got that first takedown off that arm drag quick, but then Limix adjusted and anticipated that drag better as the match wore on.
Of course, Limix in for the number 6 ranked Kendall Coleman, who's out still nursing an injury. And
Purdue has a really good chance to make noise at the NCAA championships. They have 3 or 4, even potentially more All-Americans, Kendall being one of those, but he's had an outstanding season early before he got hurt, and they do expect him to recover and be at full health for the Big Ten championships in 3 weeks.
Christian Bruner at 197, out right now, expected to be back, along with Kendall Coleman. You're right, they have a great tournament team. There is a high crotch right there, and Limix got it cut off.
Yeah, way deeper than last time, Tim. How about it? Look at that crazy splits by Barone. That just makes me hurt so bad. I could never do that in my dreams. Good job by Limix. Now he's got to stay in bounds. Sloppy finish right there. He got extended. I don't think he's going to finish.
And now riding time is secured. And so he had that opportunity, didn't he, Ken?
He's got to jerk that leg in. He's got to just pull it in. He's got to stand up and pull it in.
And Barone.
What an athletic movement by
Looks like
Baroni.
he's going to pull it out. The win to Eric Baroni with riding time 4-2.
Beautiful shot, good technique right up till about now. He just kind of lets up. It's more, I think, more of a credit to Baroni than a mistake by Purdue. Great job by Illinois to defend off that final takedown.
Now the winner by decision, Eric Baroni. 3 on the board for Illinois, and Illinois gets back on the board with a win. It's 9-6. They sneak closer as we go to intermission. Wrestling on BTN. 9-6 at Huff Hall. Purdue leads the Illini, and Ken, just that weekend montage that we just saw gets me all fired up. What a weekend on BTN, and it's not over.
Absolutely, it was exciting. Last night was crazy. Today's match is going awesome, and we got another one after this too.
Yeah, it's been a good start with Purdue leading 9-6, and in this first 5, Purdue kind of stole one there.
Yeah, they did. I mean, he came through. Parker Phileas did a great job with that whip over. Very impressive. That was huge for Purdue.
And we've got some matches coming up and a couple of toss-ups, and it's going to be really close. And we said it might come down to the heavyweight. It still could.
It sure could. I'm seeing 184 and heavyweight. Both could go either way. And any of the other matches in the middle are going to be highly contested. So it's going to be a great final 5 matches.
And next up will be at 165 pounds, Tanner Webster. There he is getting ready to wrestle Danny Bronigal, the touted freshman, one of the Bronigal twins. 165 pounds. Tanner Webster, a sophomore, going against the freshman Danny Bronigal out of Althoff Catholic High School, another Illini, Illinois product. Obviously the favorite here, and Illinois would like to think the bonus points that we talked about key. Illinois needs some right here, I think.
They sure do. The Bronigal brothers will need to step up their game starting now. Won't be easy, though. I mean, Bronigal's really tough on his feet. He's going to have to show something on the top game. But I really enjoyed our conversation, Tim, yesterday with Coach Heffernan. I mean, he really loves the Bronigal brothers. I mean, their commitment, their nonstop intensity. And something that he said that stood out for me is when he gives them a day off, it's hard to make them take it. They want to keep working through it.
Go, don't let him live.
Nice start by Tanner Webster.
Indeed, Tim. I mean, he gets that single early. He's got it up. I think he's going to finish this. This is good position for him. He's got the leg up. His opponent's got the knee taped. So that's not a good sign for Danny Bronigal. He gets the finish. Oh, the splits again. Holy smokes. This is like the 3rd time we've seen an athlete go into a splits position to counter takedown on the edge of the mat. I think he's going to pull this off. So his knee is obviously not too bad. He's staying in this splits position. Stalemate call. What a great scramble. Ouch, that splits just makes me hurt right here. Holy smokes, he could have been a gymnast if he'd gone a different direction.
And Danny Bronigal gets out of it. There's 0-0. Tanner Webster out of Crawfordsville, Indiana, North Montgomery High School.
Good job.
As I said, Bronigal is out of Althoff Catholic High School, and he gets a 2-point takedown. He's ranked number 15 in the Flow Wrestling National Rankings, and goes to work here trying to get some Turk action going, but a lot of pressure on top put by Bronigal.
He was going for that bow and arrow, huh, Tim? Like he was confused on how to get that leg up. I think Webster did a good job of reacting to it and kind of moving his hips. So we're going back to the takedown game. But that bow and arrow is really popularized more. I mean, it's been around forever, but more recently it's become more popular. Zane Rutherford, and on his way to win a 3 NCAA title for Penn State and 2 Hodge trophies, he was very dominating with the legs, not only the power half, but also breaking people down and doing the bow and arrow. He turned some of the best wrestlers in the country with that bow and arrow.
Bronigo, the two-time state champion
Get your leg back.
in Illinois.
Keep your hips. Keep his head down. Keep his head down.
So here's some basic defense. Sprawl, stuff the head, square the hips, and Webster had no chance of finishing that. So let's see if Bronigo can get back to his underhook offense.
We talk about this lineup for Illinois, having all Illinois wrestlers in it, but then Tanner Webster's got quite a heritage as Purdue. His grandfather, his grandmother, his father, 3 uncles, 2 aunts, and a cousin have all graduated from Purdue. So I think he had an idea where he was going to go from the start, and Danny Bronigo had an idea about getting another takedown, and he gets it 4-1. Nice takedown and right out to end the first period.
Yeah, you know how important it is, Tim, to get those takedowns end of the periods.
And this is not the only Bronigo we'll see. Danny and Zach. Zach's at 184. Both redshirt freshmen, both out of Belleville, Illinois, Althoff High School.
Gotta love the training together. I mean, they push each other. It's another thing that Coach Huffman said last night is that they want to train together. They've been trying to break them up, but after the Penn State dual meet, when they had some frustrations, they went to Coach and asked them, hey, can we start training together more again? Because that's obviously what they did growing up a lot, and it seems to have paid off very well. You know, what a great sport we have. So many siblings in our sport, trained together, just getting after it, pushing each other, bringing the most of each other. It's such a wonderful family sport, too. Father-son alliances. You know their parents took them all over the country growing up.
You know, last night we were talking about just the brotherhood and the McKee brothers, they on the mat. And there's didn't get past the 4 there. It's a 2 right now. 2 points near fall for Bronigo, but just to finish that thought, great on the mat feature on the McKee brothers, the loss of their father and the inspiration he brought them. And of course, we talked about, you know, just how brothers are a big part of the culture of wrestling.
Absolutely. Some of the greatest wrestlers in the history of our sport have brothers who were training partners with them. I know when I was a senior in high school, oh, look at the brother in the background. He's looking calm. It's probably very hard to stay calm with these brothers out there, but when you're doing the bow and arrow and torquing them over, it's easier to stay calm. And that's the move I mentioned earlier that Zane Rutherford had popularized so much. Bronigo finally went back to it, and Webster wasn't ready for it. He ripped him over for 4 back points.
Everything legal.
But finishing my thought on the brothers, when I was a high school senior, I watched the Los Angeles Olympics, and I saw the Bannock brothers, who were legends in Iowa, part of Dan Gable's powerhouse dynasty, become Olympic champions, as well as the Schultz brothers, who are obviously also legends in our sport. And then on my Olympic team was the Scheer brothers. So, I mean, it's just a rich culture, and they're twins like the Bronigos, the Scheer brothers, upper weights too. So that's all 3 of those examples off the top of my head are upper middleweight examples of brothers excelling and being some of the legends in the history of our sport. Bannock, Schultz, and Scheer, those are some superstar legends in sports.
And then the Brands, the Smith brothers, the Gibbons brothers, it just goes on and on.
Yeah.
So Bronigo, the twin of Danny, the twin of Zach, is out in front 10-1 going into the 3rd period. His riding time going to be an extra point for him, so he's got to start thinking about the tech fall.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's going to be difficult, though. Hey, so our broadcast brother Jim is up next. We're coming up next. Was
Shane Sparks with Michigan and Wisconsin. That's coming right after this meet. Jim and Shane bringing that to you.
So Jim was an awesome coach, NCAA champ for Iowa State, and then team champion coach.
Not many of those.
Seriously, yeah, it's awesome. And then Brother Joe, a couple 3 years younger, came in there and became an All-American for Iowa State.
And a national champion.
And then the next generation after that was Jeff Gibbons. There's at least three Gibbons brothers who were superstars in Ames.
And when you bring Ames into it, Tim, their brother, also won a state championship. And Danny Bronigo, who won 2 state championships for Illinois, goes out in front 12-1. He's got riding time 13-1. That's a 12-point lead. He's got a minute to work on getting to 15.
Interesting decision. Instead of going for the bow and arrow again, he decides to go takedowns. So he's going to have to get multiple takedowns. Really, he needs a takedown to the back. There's nice. He's really got him broken here. That was great. Underhook snap, go behind, tilt. He knew what he wanted, and he's getting it. He's getting that tech fall.
A big 5 points for the team for the Illini. And that is going to get the Tech fall. 5 points on the board. And the Illini will take the lead 11-9 right after intermission here at 165 pounds. Illinois will come back with their strongest wrestler in the lineup right now, senior Dylan Leidy, and he'll go up against Joey Gunther, the redshirt senior for the Illini. And it's 174 pounds now. Dylan Leidy, the senior, going up against Joey Gunther, the senior. Leidy having one great year, 27-1, ranked number 4 in Flo's wrestling rankings.
Well, Tim, these guys are both studs, two of the best wrestlers on each team, but I don't anticipate a lot of scoring. It's good to see Gunther come out underhooking and pushing here. That's good to see. But both these guys are really hard to score on, and neither takes many risks. A lot of hard hand fighting here.
Stay down.
Yes.
Joey Gunther out of Libertyville, Liberty High School. Coached by my friend Dale Eggert, who's won over 500 matches as a coach.
Holy smokes. That's a long career. 500 wins. Not many high school coaches are willing to stick around that long. It's a grind. You're contributing so much to your life, to your athletes, and you're spreading that between the team and the family.
Dylan Leidy out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Ben Davis High School was a state champion. Kinesiology major. Redshirt senior, got to round of 12 as an NCAA qualifier, but has not been on the podium. And this is the year. He has 27-1. He's ranked number 4.
Well, this is an important test for him. Gunther's hard to score on. He's ranked top 25 in the country. He's solid. He's transferred from Iowa, who's become one of the part of Illinois' team that's a leader. Now, that being said, the Brownagols are the future leaders and current leaders of Illinois. They're the team captains as redshirt freshmen and just doing a great job.
Backing him up.
Dylan, a fifth-year senior, had a 5-2 decision over Nebraska's Mikey Labriola last Friday. That's a level win right there. Labriola up in the top 6 or 7 ranked as well, having a good year himself.
Hey, get down, come on.
So somebody's got to make a commitment to controlling a tie and dominating a position. Right now, there's a lot of hand fighting going on, but not any meaningful controlling of ties. Nobody's grabbed anything really tight. They're just snapping and pushing and shoving. Now, I've seen a couple half shots, but nobody's made a commitment to a control tie or a shot. So you hear in the background the Illini coaches saying, don't slow down now. Because Gunther came out pretty strong like they coached him to do, but he's slowed it up a little bit here in the past minute.
Head below his. Head low. Close the gap.
See the Illinois coaches in the background picking their moments, what to say. We talked about this earlier, Tim. What a great coaching staff they've assembled.
Focus.
Short time for the superior.
Short time, yes, in the first period.
So neither one of these guys has that quick open shot. They're both really good position, good hand fighters, good counter offense.
So Dylan Leidy will get the choice, and he chooses down to begin the second period, 0-0. Not an unfamiliar place for Joey Gunther, who has had a history of not pulling the trigger very often, but this year he has pulled the trigger a few times, and we go, that's what you have,
He's made a step this year. He's definitely improved in his aggressiveness, and Coach recognized that yesterday when we spoke to him. And this is a tough one to pull the trigger on, right? Because Leidy's one of the most counterattack orientated guys in the weight. He's hard to score on. So Gunther's, as I expected, this match about going like I thought. Now let's see if Leidy will open up here in the second period. If Dylan Leidy's going to make the move into really being an All-American, as you said, he was round of 12 last year. Now he's ranked 4th. He's going to have to be able to get his offense going in close, hard-fought matches where his opponent will not open up.
Nice.
Keep working.
Leidy's wanting to shoot, but Gunther's just solid. He's blocking the collar, staying
Action,
tough.
gentlemen, action.
Now you see the Purdue coaches looking on. They're not really urging him to do much, though. I like the faking. I think the faking is really good. Neither one of them has bothered to control an underhook or 2-on-1 in the past couple minutes.
Both these guys are hard-nosed. They don't make many mistakes.
That's for sure.
Coach Jim Heffernan looking on, probably a kind of a normal kind of look on his face when Gunther's wrestling, because it's going to be close, but it's not like there's going to be a lot of scrambles. And right now, true to form, 1-0, Dylan Leidy out in front. He got the escape in the second period. Gunther will have the same opportunity if nothing changes here going into the third period. Gunther's brother is a recruit, Michael. He's a red shirt. He's as a freshman on the Lyon team, a three-time NCAA qualifier and 6th in the Big Ten last year for Gunther.
Hey, that lead leg is real heavy.
Don't let his head underneath you.
That lead leg is real heavy.
All right, we'll go to the third period.
Green, your choice, Illinois.
He'll choose down. Joey Gunther spent 3 years at Iowa, transferred to Illinois last year, been a three-time NCAA qualifier. You can see where 174 filled up really big at Iowa with Michael Kemmer, and so Gunther found a place where he could get in and compete at Division I, and Illinois was that place, and he's been a nice addition for the Illini in the room and on the mat. Has the opportunity here now, and Leidy got out really quick. Let's see if Gunther can follow suit.
Top's the turn.
It's not going to be real quick. This is a really big grind here for Leidy. He hasn't taken him down, so he's got to work extra hard here. He's got 20 seconds. He's got to get his hands locked. Good job by Gunther.
So we're back on our feet, and something's going to happen here in this next minute 30, or we're going to go to overtime.
He's got the palm. He's
So
good.
Tim, this is advantage Illinois, right? We got the, Dylan Leidy's Purdue's best wrestler, and Gunther, although they want him to open up in general, in this match, this is his goal. Keep it close, try to win in the end.
Has the opportunity. This is the time of year, Ken. You have to have the strategy of what's it take to win. You're not out there trying things like you were in the first of the year, getting behind for no reason when you have a strategy to win. This is the right thing from Gunther's standpoint. Put yourself, like you said, in a position to win. It's the right thing for every wrestler at this time of the year.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Tim. Points well taken. Absolutely. Early in the year, you're aggressive, trying to get after it, and then later in the year, you're doing the same, but you still got to be smart.
You got to be smart. You got to say, how can I beat this guy? And so it comes down to every individual match and a strategy that you have to be true to. And right now, Gunther putting himself in a position with one great shot, pull the trigger, finish it, and you get the upset. Leidy, the favorite. He's been in close matches. He knows how to win close matches.
This is one of those situations where we may see a double overtime. We may see a triple overtime. These guys are not taking risks.
Out of his fingers.
Neither one of them is committed to a shot and got stuck on their knees at all, I don't think. Just a lot of half shots, really. Not even a high single. Both these guys need to add a high single. So that was a decent commitment for short time left, but that's about the biggest commitment he's made so far.
We're going to go to sudden victory overtime to put a minute on the clock, and any score will win. There are no warnings for stalling, and so a takedown would seal the deal for whoever gets it. And there's a double leg right there, and he gets the two. Dylan Leidy pulls the trigger.
He did, finally, the high double. I like it.
And gets the win for Purdue, and 3 points on the board. They go back out in front, 12-11. Dylan Leidy puts Purdue back on top with this freight train double. The 2 points in overtime for the win. 12-11, Purdue. It's wrestling on BTN. After 7 matches at Huff Hall, Purdue leads Illinois 12-11, and they got to that lead with a sudden victory. Double leg takedown by Dylan Leidy.
High double for the sudden victory in a close, hard-fought match. He drives, keeps his head up, and does not touch his knees. Just keeps driving through him and keeps his head up.
184. A toss-up match here. Zach Bronigal, Max Lyon. should be a good one and an important one for Illinois if they're going to pull out this win. Max Lyon, tough junior, been in the lineup, and he gives it all he's got every time he goes out.
So if he's going to beat Bronigal, he's going to need to get to a leg and finish. He does have a good knee pull, sweep single, and he's effective at it. He's not the favorite, but that would be key for him early in this match.
Gets it done in the classroom, too. Max Lyon, the junior, is a presidential scholar. He's from Dyersville, Iowa, West Dubuque High School. Was a 2-time state champion. Dad, Chad, was a college wrestler. Zach Bronigal, along with his brother at Althoff, was also a 2-time state champion. And Lyon in on the single leg. Can Bronigal cut the corner?
Well, that's not quite the way he wanted it to happen. So Bronigal's already done a good job of it. As you said, cutting the corner. He actually shot the head inside shot, and his head slipped out. I think we're going to get a stalemate.
Stalemate.
Jason Wedgbury gives the stalemate sign. They go back. Purdue winning 4 out of the first 7 matches. They're up 12-11. That difference being the Tech fall. Illinois being able to keep within 1. The Tech fall they got at 165 by Zach's twin brother Danny at 165 pounds. Now it's Zach's turn, and the Illini to win this duel certainly need a win from Zach Bronigal.
Yeah, Bronigal, his brother, did so awesome. But right here, Max is in on another good shot. This is his second single in the first minute of the match. He's got to convert. He's got to get higher with it, an angle. Another splits. He's got to get his right hand to that far ankle.
Come on, ready?
Wow, Bronigal's got the shin whizzer.
Stay solid.
That's tight. That's really, there's more pressure than you imagine there when you get that shin whizzer. You see how Bronigal's, this is good technique right here by Purdue.
Very good call, Ken, because he kept coming up instead of staying down and trying to go around. Kept coming up. He got the 2 points. Max Lyon with a very good takedown to start the match.
Yeah, as you know, Tim, just really well executed. Instead of staying down there and potentially getting stalemated, he drove his hip under, got to his feet, and then got to his finish. And now he's doing some nice riding here. You know, young wrestlers, sometimes they come into college, they struggle a little bit on bottom. The Bronigals are the leaders of Illini's team. They're great, but he's getting it done on bottom, too. They're good in all 3 positions. Good wrestling. I like this first couple minutes. These guys are getting after it. And this is one of the swing bouts we talked about in the open. I mean, we knew coming down this could be a hard-fought match. Even though Illinois is the slight favorite, Max Lyon is the real deal.
Well, Illinois was the favorite at 141 with Dylan Duncan, and Parker Phileas got the win there. So that's the difference right now. Purdue going off script and winning where they were not favored. And Illinois cannot have another one of those. Zach Bronigal slightly favored here, being ranked at 14, and Max Lyon not ranked. But we've already seen how tough Lyon is.
That's his 3rd single leg, huh? He's in good position. We've seen this position similarly earlier in the match. You cannot rely on that splits. I mean, oh, wow, nice job to get out of it right there. Important move for Zach Bronigal to elude that single leg takedown.
Good. Keep that pressure!
So
good hand fighting by Bronigal there. He's fighting hard.
I agree. And on the tip of my tongue was, even though Lyon's got 3 shots off, Bronigal is pounding. He's snapping. He's pulling. If this match is close to the end, you know, Bronigal could be the man there. Here's that first takedown was impressive. He got that leg up. He did not mess around. He finishes clean, covers the knees and hips, and gets a good 2-point takedown. Right now, that's the difference in the match right there.
Bottom set. Stop. Cover.
All right, let's see if we got any mat wrestling from these guys. Bronigal did a good job in the last period of knee slide and getting hand control and getting out of there. Lyon's trying. That's good quad pod right there. He's coming for the hand. Nice hip heist. He needs a 2nd and 3rd move. He's coming. I like the way Zach's working here. Purdue's just holding on, trying to get riding time. Bronigal gets out of there as expected. Now he starts stalking, snapping, chopping, pulling. Reminds me of Jim Hefferman on his feet, constantly stalking his opponent, snapping the head, chopping the arm, relentless pressure, looking for the single leg.
Keep cutting his hands. Start looking for shots.
That's Mike Poeta
Start looking for
saying
some shots.
They want him to chop those hands down, get
And
him
then
off
look
his
for shots.
Look at what he's deep knee bend. He's into this. You know he's training every day with the Bronigo brothers, getting after it, Tim.
Yes.
That was a good effort by Lyon, but that's the first time he shot and didn't get to the leg,
Look for
really.
something
Like he
there.
didn't get a hold of it.
Not double down. Look for some offense there.
Max Lyon does not want to make this into a hand fight battle. That's where he wants to be shooting now. The warning is against Lyon. He shot, but he called the warning before he took that shot. So Lyon, like I said, he doesn't want to be in a hand fighting battle. This is where he wants to be, in on the legs and finishing. Although more specifically, he wants to be on a head inside shot. That's his better position.
Stalemate.
Here we go.
You've been warned for stalling.
Oh, I may have misspoke to him. It might have been Illinois that was warned for stalling.
Short time in second period.
Lyon's got to hang tight here. He should be snapping himself. That was great effort. Didn't commit. But Bronigo's got the conditioning edge here. You just kind of sense it. Lyon's not exhausted or anything, but he's not as intense as he was.
The importance of Zach Bronigo getting the win here.
Down.
Purdue winning 4 out of 7 matches and going into the final 2 matches. Very big match for the Illini. 2-2.
Nice job by Purdue.
You don't want to give up a reversal. He doesn't. A nice job of footwork by Bronigo, but good movement by Lyon to get that escape to go out in front 3-2.
All right, so you know Bronigo's going to bring it hard with the underhooks and pushing and snapping. Meanwhile, Lyon's got to get to another leg attack. If Lyon can get one more good single leg, Tim, and finish, it would likely win the match for him. But that's where Bronigo wants to be, in the underhook. He's got to circle the side of that underhook. He also has a really good snap off the underhook. Right now, Purdue's stalling.
Bronigo in on the shot, not able to cut across, and now Lyon trying to sit the corner. It's a stalemate. They'll go to their feet.
Neither wrestler looked happy there. I mean, neither one of them improved their position. Even though Bronigo shot, it's really not where he wanted to be. Lyon cut the corner, and Lyon was content to hold on. So again, I repeat, Lyon. That's where Lyon needs to be, but he needs to get a better shot. Good reshot, good sprawl, nice flurry, sucker drag. He's clearing out of there. It's on, Tim.
Who can execute right now? They're both tired. They're both working hard. Who can execute here in the final minute?
They're both kind of tired, but Bronigo wrestled right through it. How about it? He's just a goer. You gotta love it.
I'm with you. There's stalling going on and that shot's going to save him for the entire last 4 seconds. Got 2 points. Right when I was thinking Max Lyon was stalling, he was setting up. He got the takedown, and he's on the way to a big win here for Purdue.
Good mat return, too. Instead of letting him go, he's going to try to keep riding him. That was an awesome doubling. He got low. He knocked him on his butt. And by the rules in the college wrestling, for you high school wrestlers, there's a little more reaction time. But in college, if you knock him to his butt, get both ankles. That's 2, and there it was.
I'm going to get riding time as well. Strong finish by Max Lyon for the Boilermakers. Out in front, 5-2. He's got riding time.
Exciting.
Man, he's tough. He came out here and he went after it in enemy territory, away from home. Max Lyon really getting it done.
Looks like it's going to be an exciting win here. This puts Purdue in the driver's seat, Tim. You mentioned earlier they haven't won one in Huff Hall in a long time. This is big for Purdue as a top 10 team this season. They're really trying to separate themselves from the rest of some of the pack.
So 3 points on the board for Purdue.
How about that double leg, Tim? He just knocked him on his butt, got those ankles, changed levels, really surprised him off a head snap, and then he kept riding too. Right here, you see the mat return. This pretty much seals the deal here.
We'll get ready for 197. And Jared Floral, the sophomore, going up against Matt Revluski, a sophomore,
Here we go, gentlemen.
and two guys that they're as important as anybody else in the lineup. And so whoever wins this, if the Illini need to win it to stay in, they're down 15-11, and 4 points down, 3 points against them would make 7, and that would put it out of reach no matter what their heavyweight Huffman does. So a big opportunity for the Illini's 197-pounder.
Break easy. Make sure we stay clear on the throat.
Get some fakes in. Let's go, bud. Let's go.
Wroblewski, the state champion in Illinois. It's his first time in the lineup. He's
Matt, keep him off balance.
wrestled at the Junior Worlds for Poland, and will be wrestling in the U23s this summer for Poland. It's his heritage.
So you see AJ Shop in the background wanted his athlete to bring his elbows in and pull him down to the mat. He didn't quite get the reaction he wanted out of him, but that's pretty awesome that he's getting to represent his native country in these world championships, getting these great freestyle training experiences, continuing to develop his skills, seeing the world. We have a number of Big Ten athletes doing that. I mean, off the top of my head, Michigan's, he's got a couple guys.
Yeah, Stefan Micic wrestling for Serbia. He will be an Olympian this summer for Serbia, and Miles Amin wrestling for San Marino. Both their heritages, and they're both on the Olympic team for this summer.
Hey, ready to explode into something.
It's pretty great stuff. That's good. It's good to see too. It's good to see that they can do that opportunity.
Jared Floro from Ham Lake, Minnesota. Totino Grace High School was a state champion, also an all-conference football player, along with a team title. He was on a state title football team as well.
Nice. You got to figure most of our upper weight wrestlers are solid football players or outstanding football players. And then in other cases, probably like the Broncos, I don't know if they played football or not, but I'm thinking they were specialized in wrestling towards the end of their high school career because they're year-round wrestlers. I've seen them on the circuit quite a lot, doing extra and doing club wrestling. As Coach Hefferman recognized yesterday, they come through a club where Pat McNamara, and Michigan State All-American, he was working with them individually and helping them on their top game especially. Nice shot. Good defense.
Good defense. And nice reshot. 2 points for Floro right at the end of the first period, under 20 seconds.
But good job of Illinois getting quickly to get out of there.
Because we're on the wrong side there.
What?
Okay.
Oh, we're changing the ankle bands.
Yeah, I threw up the wrong hands there.
So we got a nice 2-point takedown for Purdue. The Purdue bench is excited, but Illinois gets the quick escape. How about that great scramble, though? That was really excellent. So Illinois took the risk. He went in on the single leg, but Purdue caught it. Here you're going to see it right here. He's deep, but he catches it. Reshot off the throw by single, gets the backside. 2 or 3 seconds of great action by Purdue, where he had to actually do 2 or 3 good techniques in a short, quick period of time. Very impressive.
Nice job by Florell to get out to a 2-1 lead with that takedown at the end of the first period. And as you said, Wroblewski getting out for that quick escape. So it's 2-1.
That was like split-second work by our production team there with replay and producer getting that. That was a great action. 5 seconds of both wrestlers. I mean, 2 moves by Illinois to get to the single, and then 3 moves by Purdue to counter, and all happened with under 8 seconds.
Trapped arm attempt for a tilt, not successful for Wroblewski.
You see a little freestyle flavor in his offense too. Doing a nice job of riding here and controlling that arm. Over 40 seconds. He's got the wrist. Purdue's trying to get off the mat. Look at Poeta. He's got the style in his shoes. He's excited. He's moving. He's got a sweat broke. All right, here we go. Look at this tilt. He's almost got it.
Got the 1 count, but didn't get 2. Nice job of defense there. by Florell, whose
Go ahead
dad
and get
wrestled
set.
at Penn,
Slide your hands
1989 to
forward,
1992.
forward,
Wow, very cool. And again, you know, it's a father-son thing. There's so many father and sons involved in this sport. Some wrestled, some didn't. I know my dad, not a wrestler, but very supportive of my wrestling. And, you know, it just takes so much parent and coach support to live your dreams and reach your highest goals as an athlete. And to make it to the Big Ten in wrestling, most of these guys they either have good coaches and or really strong supportive parents or both.
Riding time now. Illinois' Wrobleski
Both guys work, both guys.
with a minute and a half.
Both guys work here.
Hey, so though he's
Both
doing a lot of
guys.
freestyle, and he clearly has some nice riding abilities, and he likes that trapped arm action where he's looking for that tight waist chop arm tilt. Florell has made a pretty good adjustment not to get tilted. And but he hasn't got away yet. Till I say yet, here it comes. So that's kind of stalling. That technically he could have got warned there for pushing him out of bounds. But
Big 9 seconds for both wrestlers right here at the end of the second period.
absolutely, no, it's gonna come fast here. I look for a good flurry from Florell. I think Illinois is gonna be hold on to him, but we just never know. Fingernail injury. No, contact. The contact injury, my bad. Okay, he's got it fixed. He's quick. Here we go, 9 seconds. Let's see if he gets his composure for the ride out.
Behind his arms!
You hear the coaches stay behind his arms. Good try. He's going to ride him out. The ride out.
Nice job. And so, with 2 minutes of riding time, or a minute 57 of riding time, Illinois' Wrobleski will start underneath, needing an escape. In 50 seconds, and if he gets that right now, it's 2-2. But Illinois leads this one with riding time. If it would stay this way, Florell had a nice takedown there at the end of the first period with a great reshot action and good technique. But like you said, it was set up by Illinois' 97-pounder.
Stay out of the fingers.
Well, it's all going to come down to executing when you're tired. I mean, both these guys have grinded hard now for over 5 minutes, and somebody's going to have to score or defend. And Florell's obviously going to come. He's coming harder. Looks like Illinois is just going to keep good position and not give up anything. He's staying calm. He's keeping position.
Out of the fingers.
Florell's going to have to create his own offense. I mean, so far, he's only, as you noted, Tim, he's only scored off that counterattack. He's got to get something going off these body fakes and head snaps.
1 minute left. Such a big match for both teams, especially Illinois, to stay in this going into heavyweight.
That's the second time he's been poked in the eye now, so we'll see if that contact comes out.
Well, it's a different. Does he wear contacts too?
Red, come here.
Maybe it's just straight eye poke. And
On the line, set.
52 seconds left in regulation, and the lead right now is Matt Wrobleski for Illinois, and he's out front, and the riding time is secure, so Florell trails right now, even though it says 2-2 on the board. He needs a takedown. He needs something to get this win for Purdue. 30 seconds left.
good reshot to a high single. He doesn't need to stop. He needs to clear it. Oh, he's doing good. Good job by Illinois.
Two to finish off a big win at 197. If it stays like this, 15 seconds left. He's got a 3-point lead. What a pressure win for the Illini.
Look at Coach Huffman staying chill while the rest of the crowd, the rest of his team around him is going nuts. Jim is just a subdued man. He's happy inside though. His athlete got the win and takedown with short time left on the clock. High single leg for the victory.
And it's going to be too little too late there, and Illinois gets 3 points on the board. They sneak to within one, and a big win for that young man. Matt gets 3 for Illinois with this takedown sealing the deal, and the bench goes crazy except for Coach Heffernan, and he's very happy, and Illinois has an opportunity to win at heavyweight. It'll come down to heavyweight wrestling on BTN. It's Danny Branigal. His tech fall, if Illinois is to pull out the win, is the difference, those 2 extra team points. So he puts it on with the tech fall, and he gets 5 points for the team. Heavyweights coming up. We said it would come down to this, and it has. Thomas Panola and Luke Huffman. We talked about Luke Huffman being on the other side of campus from Urbana High School. Bookends with Justin Cardani starting it off from Champaign Centennial on the other side, on the west side of campus. And so now Huffman and Panola will duke it out. Whoever wins, their team wins.
Literally, Tim, duke it out, just coincidence. You say this, and look at what we're getting here is 15 seconds of all-out hand fighting. Purdue sets the tempo, gets the ankle pick, and just about finishes and does.
We got 2.
Panola comes in fast. Panola's just a guy that wants to compete. He wanted to be at 197. He lost the wrestle off to Christian Bruner, so he says, put me in, coach. I'm going to put on the pounds and go up to heavyweight.
Oh, he's looking like every bit of 230, too. I love the hand fighting and the physicality. We need to see more of this. We could use some more of this. At 184, too, they both hand fought hard. Let's see if he can maintain this intensity the whole time. Illinois bench looks a little bit concerned. Their young heavyweights getting snapped around a little bit. Love it. Love it. Head snaps, ankle picks. Arm chops. Ambidextrous, too. Look at the double head pull. I mean, he's like Muay Thai. He's pulling that head down. Love the excitement. Now don't be surprised to see Purdue hit a little sweep single too. He's more than just a hand fighter. You've seen him hit the ankle pick, but he's got some good single legs too. So for a heavyweight, you mentioned Tim, he's 197 built up into heavyweight. He's pretty nimble. He could take some good sweep singles.
Panola out of Zionsville, Indiana, Zionsville High School. 2 brothers who played college football. He just wanted it in the lineup, and he moved in once he knew that 197 was not going to be his spot because of Christian Bruner, who's out right now with injury and is one of the top wrestlers in the land at that weight class. They hope to have him back by the Big Tens. But a redshirt freshman going up against a true freshman, Luke Huffman. A true freshman for the Illini. He's just 18 years old. He was a 3-time state champion in Illinois.
He's weathered the storm here, so that first 30 seconds was all Panola, but now Huffman's calmed down and he's hand fighting right with him. He could be a good one. How about it? I mean, freshman heavyweight so hard to do, young freshman,
especially as a true freshman. And, what he needs to do is make it a wrestling match. He's a really good wrestler, and that first minute and a half was not his kind of style. There, it's Panola's.
They were just duking it out, as you said. Right. I mean, they were like just head snaps and hand fighting, and as you said, so he's got to get to his offense going. He's got a nice slide by. He's got a nice 2-on-1 series. Oh, here he's got the 2-on-1. He's got a hold of it. This is good for. Oh, he got cleared out. Panola cleared out pretty well. So I don't expect much here from a standpoint of shots these last 10 seconds. Both guys going to hang and pull. Coming down the wire. What great wrestling we've had this weekend on the Big Ten Network. 3 days in a row.
And don't forget, stay tuned. Coming up next, Michigan at Wisconsin is coming up next. Jim Gibbons, Shane Sparks on the call. Another doubleheader, back-to-back doubleheaders, Saturday, Sunday on BTN.
So great for our sport. How about a heavyweight hitting the Granby, Tim?
And how about Panola following that Granby very nicely?
He's coming again. Like you said, he can wrestle. That's why he's a 3-time state champion. The man can wrestle. Very diverse heavyweight. Good athleticism, too, there. We got 2 athletic heavyweights going at it. I like it.
The escape inside 20 seconds. Good for Huffman. It's going to come down to Huffman being able to execute a takedown if Illinois is going to win this meet.
Pretty much, because Panola got his ankle picked. Now Huffman's got the underhook. Panola's blocking. So Huffman's starting to control some ties now, which is good for him. Panola's kind of calming down a little bit. He's not as He executed his strategy the first 30, Tim. He came out with relentless hand fighting, worked into his ankle pick, and got it. So the ankle pick's an awesome move. You look at it, you see it growing in the Big Ten. With Penn State's success with it, from Mikhail Sanderson to David Taylor to many other Penn State athletes using it across the Big Ten, we're seeing more head and heel ankle picks, and that's obviously what Panola did there that first 30 seconds. He's thought about it a little bit. He's got a nice grip on the head, but he doesn't need to take a risk. So Purdue's not choosing to do much. Whereby Huffman's dictating the tempo.
30 seconds left in the second period. Can Purdue beat Illinois for the first time in over a decade? It's up to Panola, who's in a tie 2-2 match with Huffman, but Panola will have his choice in the third period. In on the single leg, a nice hip action by Huffman. Can he turn it into two? Either one here in the last 8 seconds.
Wow, really good job by Panola to stay with that. You don't see the heavyweights commit to their knees like that, and he just dove straight in there like a lightweight. Boom, I don't highly recommend that for you young heavyweights at home. Look at that, squares the hips, crushes, but he did not let go. Panola's tough. They're both very good heavyweights. I'm impressed. It looks like Panola's coming out. Huffman's not. Oh my. Oh, mad return. Okay. Got the leg hooked. Panola's got to get his leg out. All right, it's all going to come down to this.
And there's the escape. And so Panola goes out front 3-2. He's got the lead. Purdue's got the lead. It comes down to the last minute and a half in the heavyweight match here at Huff Hall.
So exciting for Lyon wrestling. Huffman has a chance to step it up and get it. Nice single leg, good sprawl, good reaction by Panola. He's fresh. He went for the underhook to an ankle pick that time. Huffman's going big, he's going underhooking.
1 minute left in regulation.
Bad idea. Bad. That was nice. He's got a sprawl right here. Huffman's got to pull that in. He's stopping, he can't stop there on the edge.
And they go out of bounds. 49 seconds left. Panola's got a nice gas tank on him. He has not backed up as far as the effort and the energy.
Yeah, and Purdue wants him to stay on the head. You see Coach Ursula, he's up out of the chair. He wants some head snapping physicality. He does not want to let Huffman get in a slick shot. So Huffman's got to move and create space to get one more good attack off. What's his best offense? He's got to identify it, and that's not it. Diving in at that shot's not the answer.
And the 2 points for Panola. 29 seconds, a ride out will win it for Purdue, and they'll have something that they haven't seen happen against Illinois since 2010. It's 5-3. An opportunity for Huffman here with a late takedown to take it into overtime.
He's got to get those underhooks, and he's not. Great job by Panola.
Panola really getting the job done, and Tony Ursuline is going to get a win here against Illinois. 3 points on the board. Purdue wins this Big Ten matchup 18-14. And a big win for Tony Ursuline in his 6th season. That'll do it from here in Champaign. 18-14. Stay tuned. Michigan at Wisconsin's coming up next. This has been an exclusive presentation of the Big Ten Network. For Ken Cherto and our entire crew, I'm Tim Johnson saying so long.